So ego can be a good thing in certain situations, but a lot of the time it can ruin some beautiful relationships, beautiful opportunities, and it's because it's used wrong. When I say ego, I'm talking about the little voice in your head that's kind of feeding you a false narrative, telling you that you're better than you really are, or that you're better than this person, or that you're superior to others, when in reality you're not. And even if you do get to a level where you're so much better than other people, you know, you have no competition, etc., you can't go around boasting about it. Ego feeds off of praise. It hates criticism, and all it wants is power and control. So if you're really in tune with your ego, you want power. And that's not to say that wanting power is a bad thing. I want power. Everybody wants power. But the power that ego wants, it's not healthy and it's not beautiful. It's very, very ugly. In order to kind of control your ego and essentially detach from it completely, you gotta learn to say no. You gotta learn to say no to certain situations, certain people, etc. You're not a yes man, and you're not here to serve everybody, and people are not gonna be happy with you. But at the end of the day, who cares, right? Who cares? You don't owe them anything. I've talked about this a lot on this channel, and that's letting go of control. You need to let go of control. You don't control everything. There's a higher power, whether you believe in God, universe, spirits, whatever. There's something bigger than us that controls everything. You gotta understand that you shouldn't really indulge in success. Yes, it's great that you have success. Very proud of you. Fantastic. Good for you. But if you sleep on a win, you wake up on a loss. I heard that concept a few weeks ago. I can't remember who said it, but it spoke volumes because it's true. I mean, you're gonna go to sleep on a win thinking they're gonna wake up and it's gonna be all great. You're gonna wake up on a loss because your ego is literally being fed, and it's growing and growing to the point where you're gonna start pushing people away from you. People are gonna see the way that you're acting. They're gonna be like, I don't really like hanging out with this person anymore. I don't like being around him. I don't like being around her. They're not the same as they were before all this success. So you need to kind of control yourself in a way and stay humble and kind of find something that grounds you to the ground. Now, this goes with the learning to say no, but keep your dignity and literally throw away your pride. Forget your pride. Pride is one of the ugliest things. Pride and ego go hand in hand. And pride, again, it's another thing that can ruin some beautiful relationships, beautiful opportunities. You really don't need it. Summarize, you need to find kind of comfort with the uncomfortable. You need to become comfortable with the uncomfortable. And I've talked about this as well before. If you're super comfortable and complacent with everything in life, you're living a slow death, and it's going to be a painful death. But you need to step out of your comfort zone, essentially, and do things that you've never done before, and things that scare you, because that kind of throws away your ego a little bit, because you can't really sit there and boast and gloat and think that you're better than everybody when you don't even know what you're doing. You know what I mean? So it's kind of that little shield, essentially, from your ego. And this is kind of obvious, but you got to humble yourself. You gotta humble yourself. You don't know it all. You shouldn't know it all. You're not going to know it all. And there's always someone that's going to be better than you. That's not to make you feel bad about yourself, but it's to kind of understand that you can only be, good within your own world. Do you get what I mean? You can't necessarily compare yourself to the billionaire in Miami or the whatever. Comparison is the thief of joy. And then finally, focus on growth and not perfection. If you woke up today and you went to the gym, or you ate a healthy breakfast, or you did something better than you did yesterday, you grew by 1% or 0.5%. That's better. But if you're trying to strive for perfection, you're never going to reach it. And you're always going to be chasing something that's going to drive you crazy, because you are never going to reach it. There's no such thing as perfection. You can get close to it though, but you're never going to fully reach it.